Hey everyone. I wanted to do a review on a knockoff Lego set that we got on TEMU, and it was the Titanic one, this one here. Can't really see it because of the giant sticker they put there, but here's the back of it. Um, on Temu, this was like $16.78, which seemed like a phenomenal deal. It has like 1,800 pieces, so it's obviously not anywhere near what the official Lego uh, Titanic set is at like 9,000 pieces and $650. Um, but I thought it would be fun because the official set is just so big. Like you have to have so much space to be able to display it, um, to have somewhere to keep it and keep it away from. We have four dogs and a cat. Like there are limited spaces in our house where we can keep something that large and keep it nice for an extended period of time. So I thought that this might be a similar thing on a smaller scale, and it was, in certain ways that I was not prepared for. So the bricks that are in the set are like miniature bricks. So they are not compatible with like regular Legos or other bricks that are compatible with official Legos. So that was the first thing, and it was hard to put together because they were so much smaller than regular pieces. I don't think that the tips of my fingers will ever fully recover from the pressure and the angles and trying to get everything in there where it belonged. So here's what it looks like put together. So it's a pretty decent size. Like it's nowhere near the size of the official set, which I understand. But for what it is, like I think it's a good size. It'll look nice with the Lego City as like a in the distance. There is a fancy luxury cruise liner. I like that it has this giant iceberg here and like other smaller pieces of ice throughout the water around it. Um, the interesting thing about this one is you built it layer by layer, and I've never done that before. I've really only ever put traditional Lego sets together, or like used traditional Legos to like uh, build random things when I was a little kid at my grandma's house and stuff. So building it layer by layer was interesting to say the least because, like, you start with, I think there are seven of these little blue base plates here. You start with all seven of them and you just literally create the first layer, which is clear ice blocks plus the red of the bottom of the ship, and you just from one side to the other you put all your bricks down, and then you move on to the second layer and the third layer. For the most part, that was fine. Starting was a little bit hard to know like where exactly everything went, but if you use the ice bits as a kind of a guide, you could, it didn't wind up being that hard. But as you got more and more levels into it, it got a lot more difficult, especially around these things. Um, and these were the only parts that were built like all at once, and then you add it to it. So inside these are connected to like a ball joint, and so they move just a little bit back and forth, and then you built more around it. So I lost many a piece inside of the Titanic, and at first it was easy enough to just flip it over upside down and shake the piece out. But as you move along, that's no longer possible. I mean, these get uh, really close to the, like, there's very little wiggle room there to get pieces in and out of. Um, but I did discover that you can take off one of the bottom base plates and get things out fairly easily, provided you don't, break part of it while you're doing it. Um, but yeah, these stacks here and these stacks here, built them separately, added them all at once, and then built around these ones. These ones were like the last step that went on at the very end. Um, but yeah, I think I think overall, I'm glad that I got this set because I didn't know that bricks came this small, and now I know what to look for and to make sure I never buy again because that was it was just a lot. Um, and putting it together layer by layer was a different experience that I really enjoyed. One of the drawbacks to this set was some of the pieces were missing, which is a risk that you run ordering things from Temu. I understand. But they did come with a bunch of extra pieces. So, like, this bag here is all of my extra pieces. So there were a lot in there, and I was able to cobble together, you know, something else to make it work where I didn't. Uh, there's not like big gaping holes in the ship. I was able to fill them in with other similar pieces, so that was good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those extra pieces. They will likely go in the recycle because there's I don't have anything else that they will work with. And if the cat happens to knock the ship off of the bookcase tomorrow and it shatters into 1,000 pieces, it's going to get swept up and thrown out because I am not putting it back together again. But again, um, it was a good set for the price. I think if it were, you know, $50 or $100, absolutely not for me. But like $17 is not bad, and it took me several evenings to put it together. So um, lots of evenings of activity, I guess. It wasn't like a sit down and then you're done in 20 minutes or an hour. It definitely took several days. So yeah, for the price, it's really good. I one day hope to be able to get and put together the official Lego Titanic set, and then I'll have this one to compare it to, provided the cat hasn't destroyed it. And I am looking forward to that. So I hope that you will come back and check out our other reviews, our other builds. We're also going to do uh, some gameplay on this channel. I share this channel with my wife, and I know she wants to play Animal Crossing. I have some really cool Zelda uh, mocks to put together. One of which I got from Temu. The other one came from somewhere else. I can't remember what it was called. I'll find it out when I do the video for it. But I figured we would put the Lego set together and then play the game that goes along with it. Obviously, I also have some Lego Switch games that we'll play on the channel as well. So I hope you'll stick around and come hang out with us. Thanks.